Some boys and girls think that they are not important, that they can do something for God when they are older, when they are grown-ups. But did you know that years and years ago God used a child to speak to his people, the Israelites? And the child's name was Samuel. So God used a child. He didn't choose one of the grown-ups at that time. Now Uncle Ronald's going to tell you about a grasshopper and a boy. And it happened about 500 years ago. Now a grasshopper is an insect and it can jump long distances. And as he jumps, he also makes a rasping sound. Now the sound is made by some grasshoppers by rubbing quickly his hind legs against the hard veins of his front wings. And another kind of grasshopper makes the sound by rubbing quickly the bases of the front wings against each other. Isn't God an awesome creator thinking of these things? Now years ago there was a boy and he was walking in the countryside and he got fascinated with a grasshopper. And he followed this grasshopper, and the more he followed it, the faster the grasshopper jumped and jumped and jumped, and the boy still kept on following, and then the grasshopper jumped through a fence. Now the boy also climbed over the fence, and as he climbed over the fence, there to his surprise, he found a bundle of cloves with a little boy inside it. And this boy that climbed over the fence, he looked around to see if there was anyone, but there was no one. So he picked up this little boy that was lying in the grass, picked him up and took him home. God was surely looking after this boy that was lying in the grass. Now the mother took in this boy and she looked after him. But nobody came to claim him, and nobody knew where he came from. But this boy was a very clever boy, and as he was older, he grew very wealthy, and then he served his country also very well. And the King of England knighted him, and he was called Sir Thomas Gresham. Now in London, there is a famous building called the Royal Exchange. And it was built in honor of Thomas Gresham. And if you look at the top of the building, you won't see like a weather vane, like a cross or a rooster showing. No, you will see a statue of a grasshopper. And that statue of this grasshopper reminds us that God used a little boy and a grasshopper to save another little boy. And in this story we are reminded that God can use little things to accomplish his plans. He used a grasshopper, he used a little boy. And the Bible also talks about that we must go to the ant and become wise in the way that ants live, and we can learn from even ants. We learn also in the Bible where a little boy came and gave his lunch to Jesus, and Jesus used that lunch. So, boys and girls, you must realize that if you trust Jesus Christ and follow him, he can make you a blessing to other people, to your friends, to your family. He can make you a blessing in this world.